Hey guys, I got something I want to share with y'all. It was sent in to me from a pastor that sent it in, and he gave me permission to share what he sent, but I can only use his first name. I think it's information y'all are going to be interested in, and I would like to have him on the show if I could ever get him on the show. Um, I'll talk to him and see if that's a possibility. He said, "Hello, Mike. It's okay if you use my first name. You can share this information." He says, "Hi, Mike. I've been studying cryptids for several years now and discovered some very terrifying information. Thought you might like it. You can use my first name only. Thank you." My name is Mark, and I'm 63 years old, a minister of 40 years, and what I'm about to tell you is the God's truth. I want to thank you for what you're doing to give people a chance to tell their story and experiences. You're a good man. I just want to add a bit of my knowledge to the table that I believe will help your subscribers. In short, the Sasquatch are evil, demonically influenced, possessed. In the end times, which we are in the beginning of right now, the Sasquatch will be called upon by the evil powers that to be come forth and to kill as many mankind that will not follow the Antichrist. Dogman also will be part of this genocide. This is the most important thing you and your listeners need to know. Please remember this. This is their sole purpose, to kill and destroy mankind. Because the Sasquatch are possessed by evil and come from fallen angels, they have certain powers that demons and angels have. For example, when they are first seen by an individual, it strikes terror in their heart, mind, and body of that person. In the Bible, when angels appeared, they also struck great fear into people. Sasquatch has this ability and uses it. Their size, speed, strength, infrasound, booming and powerful speech roars, ability to pass back and forth between realms, to blend into their surroundings, and more, all come from their fallen angels. This should give your listeners some information on what they are and why they are here and how did they get here. The alien relationship with Sasquatch is this: aliens are just demons. There is no life on other planets visiting us here. It's all a pile of progenerated and governments and Satan. Sasquatch has been seen with them because they relate to demons. It's all one and the same. And it all comes down to the battle of good versus evil, nothing else. This is everything in a nutshell. Now, how can people get free from the ongoing terror of an experience with a Sabe? It's very simple. A heartfelt and spirit-filled prayer to God will remove all fear they put on you by seeing them. God will take their terror away off of you and will bring a person back to the state of mind they were in before their encounter. If for some reason your prayers don't work, seek out spirit-filled minister to pray over you and all that is yours: home, family, vehicles, etc. In Genesis 6, 2 through 4, when the 200 angels left their stations in heaven to marry and mate with earthly women, they bore children that became giants. However, the same group of angels also went into the forest and messed with and or mated with the rest of other God's creations. The animals, this is where all the cryptids began and were developed. Their actions were planned and strategic. They knew that one day cryptids would be used against mankind. They were thinking and planning ahead. One last and very important thing. Yes, Sabe, Sasquatch do eat people. They are interested in children for one thing: a good meal. And they are interested in women for mating and or eating, if the mating doesn't work. And yes, they mate with horses, cattle, sheep, and other animals, just like their forefathers did. This is very important. And he says all the capitalized letters and the color coded is because it is important. Keep up the great work you're doing. You are doing good things. Blessings, Mark. I then sent a message back to him, and I said, "Do you believe that they die because I shot one and it bled?" He said, "Yes, they do die. They only have some of the angelic attributes. They don't have them all. Bullets and grenades will definitely kill them. Depends on where they're hitting their body and where you hit them. A rocket launcher too." He put laugh out loud. "The one you shot in the head, preferably, went off to die. Probably went off to die, sorry. They don't have all the angelic attributes. They have two hearts, one very big and one regular size. So if they are hit in the heart, they have the other to sustain them. They have two sets of lungs. One is very large, and they go all the way down to their waist almost. And another set there are normal size. A few sets of vocal cords. That is why they do a variety of sounds. And most important, they have thicker bodies and skin. Their sinew and muscle and bone are bigger, thicker, more dense. That is why some smaller bullets don't penetrate enough to kill them. Even with the larger bullet, the Bigfoot may just walk or run away and then die later. They do communicate with demons. You may ask how I know these things. The answer is very long. Too long for this email. Going through portals. I'm still on let's see, I'm still out on this one. But if the U.S. government can go through a portal, then so can a Bigfoot. It's just a matter of knowing where the portals are and what time they open. I've heard testimonies of people who accidentally went through portals but quickly ran back out. I don't believe you have to be anything special to go through a portal. So I'm leaning towards yes, they can. Please let me know if you have more questions. Questions are good. If I cannot answer them, I will find the answer for you. Thanks for being a friend. If we were back in America, I would definitely visit you. FYI, you live in a hotbed of activity from both Dogman and Bigfoot. Blessings to you and yours, Mark. Now, guys, I approached this email with an open mind because this guy I've spoken to many times, and he's been very honest and truthful with me, and he's sent me a lot of information. Y'all know what I think about portals, but that's just my opinion, and I respect his opinion also, and I'm still looking for the truth to what's actually happened out there. I've asked him several more questions, and I know he will reply. He always does, and I'll share them with you. Would you guys like to see him on a future live? To bring him on the show and let him explain some of the things that he knows that he says is too long to type. If you'd like to hear him come on a live, guys, let me know and maybe we can get him on. He has a lot of fascinating things I like reading about. I like where he comes from. He leaves me wanting more, wanting to know how he knows a lot of this and where he's coming from. And I love to be able to hear him come on and talk about this, and maybe we could all learn something. I'd be willing to listen to him and see what I could learn, or at least come away with, and maybe you guys too. If this is something y'all would like to hear more of, let me know, and we can definitely get in touch with him and see, if we can get a free night and have him on the show. But I appreciate each and every one of you watching. We'll see you this Friday night on the live, guys. Until then, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. That way you can hang out with me and Sarah on the next live. We'll see you on the next one, guys.